Stephanie Milky here, aka Keto Mom, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the Keto Mom podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the Keto Mom Secrets podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and I feel like I'm late. As you're tuning in, I would love to know one thing you're thankful for. I'm going to tell you what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for a healthy body. I did not do any lives yesterday, and in fact, I actually did not get out of bed yesterday until after 9 o'clock. So not last night, but 2 nights ago, we had 2 little ladies in our home. If you are brand new to the page, post a new below. If you're not brand new, you know we have 4 daughters. The 2 littlest did not feel good. And from about 2 a.m. until 6 a.m., they were friends with the toilets. Terrible. I actually thought it was food poisoning because it's just been the 2 littles. And they had eaten something that night that nobody else ate. So I was like, it's not a bug. It's just fine. And then, wake up this morning and they're still kind of laying on the couch. So they're feeling better. No more yuck. It was only for a short period of time, but that's just where I've been. I have been tending to some children and I am thankful for healthy bodies. That's what I am thankful for and praying for. It's not fun when your kids don't feel good, right? So, hey, good morning. We are going through a book and I had an idea that I wanted to ask you. So, as you're tuning in, I want you to say good morning. I want to make sure you can hear me, actually. So let me fix my phone to make sure that nobody interrupts us. But I would love to know one thing you're thankful for. And as we're going through this book, we're actually almost done with it. I like to go through books in the morning, help you with your mindset, help myself with my mindset, because I know that if I get up and I'm in a mode of even like taking care of other people, right? It's so easy to get up and check your phone and get into a rush of your day and get onto other people's schedules and make sure everybody's okay. But if you don't take time to like just sit for a moment and be like, breathe, right? I just told my girls, a couple are eating breakfast. Our oldest is getting ready to go. Doesn't matter. But I was like, I actually need to go and do some things I need to do, right? So I say all of that because we've been going through this book. It's about time management, priorities, and how you spend your energy throughout the day. If that's something that you're like, I actually truly need help with, this is that book, and I give you highlights throughout the chapters. We're almost done. I have a couple things to share with you, but I do want to talk to you about something. We're almost to the end of the year. And we're going to blink and it's going to be gone because I don't know about you, but November hit fast. We're not even on the 1st, we're on the 3rd, right? Like if you're watching live, it's the 3rd. I'm like, how is it already Thursday? Like time goes by so fast. I know people say that. Like when I had babies, we've got 4 girls and they're close. So I had a brand new baby, 18-month-old, almost 4 and almost 6, right? Their birthdays are like stacked on top of each other. I remember people being like, time goes by so fast. Enjoy every moment of it. And at that time, when you're living day in and day out, changing diapers and screaming kids and like surviving, I remember thinking, I don't know how your day goes, but mine is not going fast. Now fast forward to where my girls are 15, 13, 11, and 9. The days fly. I had this reality the other day of like, our oldest could leave our home in 3 years. So anyways, I say all of that because I think sometimes we can set agendas, set goals and dreams and go, all right, I'm going to wrap up this year. I'm going to knock out Thanksgiving. I'm going to knock out Christmas. There's so many things coming. And then we get to January and we have good intentions, right? We have good intentions because everybody does when January comes to set new goals. And this is going to be my year and this is what I'm going to do. And then yet it goes by so fast. And then we come back and it's been another year. I say all of that because I've been thinking about a new book to do. And I'm like, you know what? We did this book over a year ago. And I'm not saying we're going to do this book, but I want to do a book like it. I actually want to start now. Usually, do any of you do dream boards or vision boards? Give me a thumbs up or a yes or, dream board. Share, say, I don't know, do something below. If you do dream boards, comment a yes below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a purple heart. Purple is my favorite color. We did this, and we did it last year, September, because I said if we work through the book, you'll be ready by the end of, it would have been 2021. I want to do the same thing. I don't know if it's this book or I'm going to look for a couple other dream board books to decide which book it is, but I think we should start now. I think we should start dreaming and vision casting and goal setting so that when you get to January, if you're one of those people that you're like, I'm waiting until January, or you're like, I'm going to do what I'm doing right now, which is hopefully great, but I'm going to do better. I'm going to set better goals. I'm going to set more clear directive. I'm going to be more intentional. I want to start now so that when January comes, you're on the ground and you're already running and you're not wasting all of January trying to figure out what you want to do. What are your thoughts? I'd like to know. So we did this book. It's called Dream It, Pin It, Live It, and it's about dream boards. She talks to you about dream boards, how to create dream boards, what it looks like, the power of them, the power of your words. Like, this is a great book, and maybe we'll do this one. If you've done another book before that talks about creating boards, we do this with our kids. So this is I just have been thinking about this. I don't want people to wait. I'd rather do it right now. I think it's super powerful as we are ending the year, and it's going to go fast. Like, it is. I woke up dreaming. You guys, I had a dream last night. My husband and I always go, what did you dream about? And in my dream, I was planning all of our Thanksgiving meals. The people that were hosting, I was at the grocery store and I was like, is this enough food? And I woke up and I was like, I got to get my groceries. So I don't know about you, but for me, Thanksgiving is around the corner. We have a couple trips planned. We're traveling with our Prove It team in December. We just have a lot of fun things. So if you are open to doing this, if this is something that you're interested in, I want to know. If you don't think this is helpful and you want to wait till January, I want to know. I don't want to just make the decision. I want you to help me. So if you're like, why don't we just, I don't know, do something else? What are your thoughts on starting now and not waiting until January to create vision, to be intentional, to figure out where you want to go, to put it down on paper, to get it in front of you? I do want to hear from you. So with that, this is the book that we are going to be wrapping up. I'm going to read a couple things to you. It is about time management, which I think is important. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And it could be the wrong focus and the wrong energy, which takes away from what you actually truly need to be doing. This is going to help you. This book is going to help you figure out like your true, like what you're gifted at, like where you need to spend your time. So with that, here's a couple things to think about. In this chapter, it's chapter 9. He says, people tend to be the greatest opportunity and the greatest obstacle. In this chapter, he's talking about the people that you spend time with and how often people want to give their intentions to you. They want your time, all of the people. And he goes, you really have to prioritize the people in your life. Who are the most important? Who are you going to spend most of your time with? And who gets to have your time? He goes, the people who want your time are rarely the people who should have your time. And the people who should have most of your time are primarily the ones that are really asking for it. So he's just going, I want you to prioritize your people, where you're spending your time, who you're spending your time with, even for yourself. If we dive into this book, if I get enough people that are interested, which I want you, I'm just going to look at the purple hearts below and the yes and the thumbs up. And if there's enough people that say, yeah, we're going to do dream boards, we're going to do it. And part of that is, it's going to be talking about who you spend your time with. You end up like the top 5 people you spend your time with. And if you go, well, my friends don't do that. Nobody in my circle wants to vision cast. Nobody in my circle wants to be accountability for me and my fat loss. Nobody wants to join me. Then I'm going to say, you don't unfriend people, but let's find some other people, mentors, other people, accountability groups that actually want to be better. You need to spend your time with some other people. All right? Okay. Healthy relationships are mutual. If you spend most of your time with draining people, you'll live much of your life feeling drained. So I think this is super powerful. And he goes on, a lot of it's about relationships. He says the number of relationships people can truly have. This is interesting. He goes, people are hardwired for 3 to 5 close friendships, 12 to 15 friendships, and 150 personal relationships. And then he dives into social media and he goes, we in our world today, we have this thought that we can handle hundreds and thousands of relationships. But he goes, in reality, most people can't handle more than 150 somewhat contacts or people or relationships. Now, it is interesting. Anyways, so this chapter is really giving you the awareness of who you're spending time with. Are you allowing people to come into your life and dictate your time, which is taking away from maybe your family or your closest friends? Or maybe there's people that you want to spend time with, but you're helping all of the other people that don't really need your time, but they're pulling at it and they're pulling at it. So have the awareness today. Who are you spending time with? Are they the right people? That's it. So we only have, I think, 1 or 2 chapters left. Again, I'm not going to read the stories to you. They're super great. There's tons of questions and things to work through if this would be helpful. Otherwise, I have been seeing a lot of purple hearts. So if you think that this would be a good idea, I do want to know. I am going to do a little bit of research today to see if there's another book, because we have done this on the page. If you want to go back, you can go to ketomomsecrets.com. It's our blog. It is our website. You can click on book club and you can look at all of the books that we've done for over a year and a half. Now, this is one that we did, but I already have it all underlined, and I actually think it would be great. But I am going to look to see if there's a similar book. I don't think that would be better, but maybe different. So I'll look. I will come back on tomorrow. I do want to know if you are willing to do the work, if you are going to do the work, because remember, it's not just listening to me or listening to others. The point of watching people online or reading books is that you underline, you circle, you take notes, you think about it, you ponder on it all day. You have an awareness because I told you or somebody else told you. And now the secret is to take action. So if we're going to do this, I want you to take action. I want you to do it with me, not just listen to me. I want you to go, I'm going to get the book. I want to dream it, pin it, live it. I want to vision. I want to have a vision board. I want to be intentional with my time. Not let other people run my life and my time, but I want to own it. It is super important. If you have bigger dreams and goals, you've got to get them written down in front of you. Understand how vision actually works and dreams actually work. Seed and harvest, there's so much to it. Not just hoping. Not just hoping you get lucky. That's called the lottery. Everything else you need to put your hands to. You need to put your mind to. We're going to work towards it together. So, all right. I'm going to go check on my children. 2 of them are on the couch. 1 is going to be starting school. 1 is going to get her TSA pre-check so that we can travel and not wait in line. We travel quite a bit. So it's one of those things where I'm like, her passport expired, so we had to do passports. We're taking the girls out of the country. I hope in February. We're doing some fun things. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you for commenting below. I don't like to just yap at myself. Thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. I see you. I see a lot of you that hop on every day or at least the replay, and I am thankful for you. Your presence matters. People around you need you. I need you. I like it when you comment. So, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Tune in later. If you've got keto questions, send me a message. If you have low carb questions or life questions, I get people that ask me about marriage and spiritual questions about God. I post about my Bible all the time, or different things that we believe in our life. Homeschooling, I don't care what it is. Send me a message and I would love to answer it for you. I'm not a professional. I guess I haven't gone to school for a lot of things, but you know what? I'm almost 40 and I have gray hair, which makes me quite wise. I believe the Bible says gray hair is a crown of glory and wisdom. So that is what I'm speaking over myself. I feel like I have a lot of value that I can add to you in lots of different areas. You just have to ask, what do you want? And if I can't, I'll give you a resource that can. So have a great morning. I truly appreciate it. I'll come back on later today and we'll talk about ketones and keto tips and all the fun things I like to share with you. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.